clicking on my video. Today I'm going to be showing you how I achieve this makeup look here. This is a copper eye makeup tutorial. This was requested in the comments section of a previous video I had, and I loved the idea. I love using copper, gold, any sort of metallic eyeshadow in basically my everyday routine. I am using some sort of metallic pigment or eyeshadow, so this was right up my alley and I definitely wanted to film it for you guys. So if you want to see how I achieved this makeup look, then just keep watching. Alright, we're going to jump right into eyeshadow. I want to set my entire lid, and to do that I'm going to use Peach Smoothie from Makeup Geek. Because this is a copper eye look, using a peachy toned transition shade makes a lot of sense because it will just go really nicely with the copper shades that we're going to be using. Okay, next, to darken up the crease, I'm going to use Cocoa Bear. Again, this is a nice warm brown that will really complement the copper eyeshadow that we're going to go in with later. Notice when I'm putting this in the crease, I'm at the end kind of flicking out this way. That will lift up the eye so that you're not doing full windshield wiper motions down. That will draw the eye down. We want to kind of flick this out almost like a wing. This is such a simple eye makeup look that is going to look like you did put a lot of time into it, but it's really not that hard. I'm going to go into Chickadee just to give a really nice warm sheen over that. This will really bring out the copper lid shade that we're going to use next. Okay, and for the lids, what I have is this L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow single, and this is an Amber Rush. Really beautiful, very metallic copper shade. So I'm going to use my finger and put this all over the lid. You can clean up the crease if you got any a little higher than where you wanted it in the lid. Okay, I'm going to intensify that just a little bit with a brush like this and some setting spray. And this is just the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. Yeah, that's nice. That Amber Rush shade isn't as intensely orange as I want it to be. Copper, when I think of copper, I think of like an orange metal. So what I'm going to do is use this Warm Radiance from Bare Minerals. This is actually like a face bronzer type radiance powder. I'm going to use a flat brush like this, dip it right into the powder that I put in the cap. I think I need to use a little setting spray because it is very powdery. And I'm just going to use this like an eyeshadow pigment and put this over top Amber Rush. Yes, that's much better. For my lower lash line, I'm going to go back in with Cocoa Bear, the deepest shade that we used in the crease. I'm just going to run that along the outer half of my lower lash line. I want to deepen up the crease a little bit more, so I'm going to use again Cocoa Bear and put that in the crease. I think when we did the lid shades maybe and blended it, some of that blended away, and I want to make sure it's really deep, especially in the outer portion of the crease. For the inner corner highlight and brow bone highlight, I'm actually going to use something a little bit different. Hopefully this doesn't ruin it. I'm going to use a contrasting metal, so a silver shadow, and I think that that will really make the copper shadow stand out. I'm going to do this very lightly though because this is very pigmented. This is the Maybelline Single Shadows in Silver. Yeah, I really like this. I think it's giving the look an unexpected pop there. I'm even going to run this down on the lower lash line a little bit, just to soften up the brow bone. I really like it in the inner corner, but the brow bone's a little intense. I'm going to take this Pure Essence Pure Nude highlighter and run that over the brow bone as well, just to soften that. Alright, next to thicken up the lash line, I'm going to use this NYX Bronze Eyeliner and just tightline my top lash line. I am going to be applying false lashes, so I'm going to coat my lashes with a little bit of mascara and then apply a pair of these Demi Wispies from Ardell, and then I'll jump right back on camera so we can finish up the rest of my face so I don't look so weird anymore. Alright, let's finish off the face. First, I'm going to contour with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm using the Real Techniques sculpting brush. I'm going to dip into these two colors equally. It's Shadow Play and Subconscious are the names of the colors. And I'm just going to define the cheekbones, take this up on the forehead, and contour the nose and jawline as well. Having the right brush is so important when using, especially like contour, which needs to be really flawless looking, or else it's just so obvious what you're trying to do. And this Real Techniques sculpting brush works so nicely with this contour palette. It's made such a huge difference. I honestly thought that I didn't like this contour palette, which everyone was raving about it, and I thought maybe it just wasn't as good as everyone was saying, but the issue was I was not using the right brush. Okay, now I'm going to take this big fluffy brush and kind of go over everywhere we contoured just to make it a little more a little more subtle. That is good reaction time when you can drop a brush and catch it. I wish that would have been on camera. You guys would have been impressed. Alright, next for blush, I'm going to choose this blush, if I can find it. It is the Makeup Revolution matte blush powder in the shade Fusion. It is a peach shade, which I think a warmer blush color will pair well with the copper eye look we have going on. I always like to put blush on my nose and forehead and chin, like as if it's a bronzer. Tying in the color everywhere, I think, just completes the face look and makes it look a little more natural. Alright, next I'm going to set my face with, of course, the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. I'm doing this before highlight so that my highlight will really stand out. I'm patting that in with my sponge just to set down any powders and peach fuzz. I love this little trick. For highlight, I'm going to use the Laura Geller Gilded Honey Highlight. I thought having a gold highlight with the copper eye look and the silver, it's kind of just like a full-on mixed metals type of look, and I thought that this would work perfectly. So I'm going to just take a little with my brush and dust this on the tops of my cheekbones. This gives you the most wet looking highlight while still being shimmery and glittery. I don't know, glittery is like, some people hate that word when it comes to highlight because it insinuates that it's an unnatural kind of chunky highlight. That's not what I'm trying to say. I guess just what I'm trying to say is it's the best of both worlds. It gives you a sheen and a glossiness while also being a high impact shimmery highlight. Alright, last step is lips. For lips, I'm going to be, where is it? No, but seriously, where is it? Here it is. It is the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquified Matte Longwear Lipstick, and this is in the shade Child Star. I love this formula. It is extremely long lasting, and I love the colors as well. I have this and one other, but I definitely want to get more. I wanted to do a nice neutral lip just so that the eyes really stand out. This color also has kind of a subtle peach undertone, so it pairs really well with the blush and the rest of the look. Alright you guys, this is the finished makeup look. I really hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
I haven't had my morning coffee yet, and I'm sorry if my voice is like cracking, but that's why. So, gotta get to Starbucks, man.